1937 Olds 4-door sedan StreetRod. Very rare car. First one we've ever had for sale in all the years we've been doing this stuff. Late model drivetrain. It is a 454 Chevrolet with a turbo 400 automatic transmission with a nice low car shifter on the floor. Very, very nice. Not only does the car have the big block, it's also got vintage air, power steering, and power brakes. This is one of those cars that was built a couple of years ago, but whoever did it was thinking all the right stuff when they put it together. Instruments have all been upgraded. You've got oil pressure gauges and temperature and fuel and all that good stuff that's been replaced compared to stock, but hey, that's what people want when they build a StreetRod. I guess the color is a very unique purple with ghost flames. And nice thing about this car, you can comfortably ride 4 people to any event you want to go to. Lots of room in the back seat, comfortable seats, adjustable seats for the front driver. And yeah, it's one of those cars that if you wanted that long road trip, this would be a great candidate. It's got the good wheels and tires, upgraded with, of course, the radial tires, which is an excellent addition for any car of any vintage, especially the StreetRods in particular. Again, like I say, it's got the vintage air, which gives you options for both heat and cooling. Not that we want to see anyone driving this car in the winter, but it's one of those things. Sometimes you got a cool fall day or cool spring day. Kind of nice to have heat if you do really need it, and especially for the windshield for the defrost. Basically, you have every modern convenience of a new car. You have all the features, turn signals, of course, which were not available perhaps in 1937. No, it's kind of one of those neat resto rods because the outside has kept much of the originality to the car. The right hood ornament, original grille, bumpers, and all that kind of stuff. Like I say, we've been selling cars for almost 25 years here, and this is the first 1937 Oldsmobile we've ever had for sale, either stock or as a StreetRod. Yeah, it's got a nice dual exhaust, which is probably with a big block you need to have that extra breathing and whatever, so it's has a good throaty sound to it. Big block is good anytime. Yeah, they got a custom dual exhaust, and probably Flowmasters, good exhaust system, dual out the back. Got to make sure here we got our roads are nice. It rides good for it's a lot bigger car than if you were, say, driving a Ford from this vintage or whatever. An Oldsmobile is always was more of a upgraded car versus then in some of the other GM lines, of course, in line with Buick and Cadillac and whatever. It's got some custom things like the one-piece windshield that they put in so you don't have a thing down the middle. You got both outside mirrors, nice. Always want to be able to see where you're going. Yeah, no, it's one of those cars that I would not be opposed to going on a road trip. Looks like it's got an AM/FM CD player in the driver's compartment, which is kind of nice and handy for us. Like I say, it's got you got power brakes. This is a pretty, I guess, in the sense of the word, a big car, a little bit heavier than a lot of the fiberglass StreetRods of this vintage. The odometer shows that the vehicle has about, what do we got, 21,000 miles, 21,681 miles since the car was built, which means the previous owner actually had it out and actually enjoyed it, which is nice in the sense that they took good care of it. The paint is still really, really good, and the engine, of course, still runs really strong, and I just like the way they've saved some of put the modern speedometer and gauges in, but they retain the outside chromed original speedometer components. In those days, to go 100 miles an hour would have been quite the deal on a 37 Olds. I don't think we'd have too much problem with this one. We are located in Rogers, Minnesota, a suburb of Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're about 45 minutes from the international airport. You can even use an Uber if you were looking to try to get out. You can visit us at our website, for the rest of the information on the vehicle at ellingsonmotorcars.com. And I think it would be a neat street rod for anybody. Want something different? This is the answer.